Tachyum announces details of its 281 GB per second DDR5 DIMM. Tachyum today announced details about how its DIMM is bringing the future of AI in computing, enabling AI models with parameters many orders of magnitude greater than those of any existing solution at a fraction of the cost. DIMM is key to reducing the estimated cost of OpenAI data center $3 trillion and 250,000 megawatts of power to $27 billion and 540 megawatts. Prodigy Ultimate provides up to 21x higher AI rack performance than NVIDIA Rubin Ultra NVL576. Tachyum DDR5 DIMM bandwidth increase is 5.5 times, from 51 GB per second to 281 GB per second. Prodigy Ultimate's 24 channels provide 6.7 TB per second, 11x increase over 12-channel CPUs. The DIMM supports 256 GB in standard, 512 GB in tall, and 1 TB in extra tall height, and TSV increases capacity up to 8 times to 3 petabytes per Prodigy node. Existing DDR5 DIMM provides 64-bit data, 16-bit ECC, 40 DQS, 14 CA, and 16 control signals for a total of 146 signals in 288-pin connector. Tachyum DIMM provides 128-bit data, 16-bit ECC, 36 DQS, 14 CA, and 16 control signals for a total of 206 signals in 484-pin connector, only 38% signals increase for doubling the memory bandwidth. From a cost perspective, DIMM needs 10% fewer DRAMs and is expected to be 10% lower cost. The physical dimensions of connectors and DIMMs are the same as for DDR5 DIMM, and for tall DDR5 DIMM. The extra tall DIMM further doubles capacity when the server enclosure is 3U instead of 2U, which is the typical server height today. The contact pins have 0.5 mm pitch, the same as DDR5 DIMM, so no new contacts need to be developed. Only the plastic mold needs to be modified, which is a low-intensity engineering task. The DDR5 X4 DIMM activates 20 DRAM chips and DIMM only 18 DRAM chips per access, saving power. The DDR5 DIMM switches 124 pins, 64 plus 16 plus 40 plus 2 plus 2, at a higher rate, and DIMM switches 184 pins, 128 plus 16 plus 36 plus 2 plus 2. The DIMM power consumption is expected to be 30% higher for 2x bandwidth. Using newer DRAM chips will put DIMM power consumption at about the same level as older DDR5 DIMM. The DDR5 DIMM doubles DDR5 DIMM or DIMM bandwidth and capacity without waiting years for expensive DDR6 memory. The DIMM quadruples bandwidth in comparison to DDR5 DIMM. The existing DDR5 controller and PHY-IP changes are simple by increasing the data path from 80 bits to 144 bits. The command, address and data buffers chips do not need to change, making adoption less than a year from now. Minor changes to DDR6 controller, PHY, and DIMM chips will double bandwidth from 6.7 TB per second to 13.5 TB per second in 2027, exceeding NVIDIA Rubin's 13 TB per second. The TI reduces bandwidth up to 4x, making TI inference-like with 54 TB per second of bandwidth. Evolutionary changes in 2028 would double DIMM-based TI chips bandwidth to 27 TB per second. Making DIMM open source and royalty-free to companies in the whole world, including JEDEC, which will drive mainstream volume adoption and low cost. China was late with DDR5, but they can leapfrog to performance and density as DDR6 next year, making low-cost volume manufactured DIMM available before Prodigy launch. Interested parties should contact Tachyum now to get access to DIMM technology and agreements. The DIMM is key in reducing the cost of AI systems. Train on all the knowledge from $8 trillion and 276 gigawatts to $78 billion and 1 gigawatt in 2028, said Dr. Radoslav Danieluk, founder and CEO of Tachyum. The TDIMM ushers in the era of affordable light trained on all written knowledge. Produced by humanity, accessible to many companies and nations. Tachyum believes that its technology should be democratized and accessible to serve all mankind. Opening of TDIMM technology will be followed this year by making the instruction set architecture, ISA, open and releasing software to open source. In 2023, Tachyum announced that TPU technology is available for licensing to ensure wide proliferation of Tachyum technology outside of data centers to edge and IoT devices. The Prodigy Universal Processor delivers orders of magnitude higher I performance, 3x the performance of the best x86 processors, and 6x HPC performance of the fastest CPU, eliminating the need for expensive dedicated I hardware and dramatically increasing server utilization. Prodigy reduces data center CAPEX and OPEX significantly while delivering unprecedented performance, power and economics. Those interested in reading the technical details for TDIMM architecture can download the Tachyum DIMM module product brief.